you will need a vibration motor, which I got from this toothbrush. Took a little bit of work, but I got it out. Battery. I also took this battery from the toothbrush. You also need wire cutters, just in case you need to strip the wire or to help you get the motor out of that toothbrush. You'll need foam tape to attach all the components together. And of course, the head of a toothbrush. You'll see that my bristles are not flat. I'm hoping this will not affect the Bristle Bot too much, but I may need to press the bristles down so that they only go in one direction. But I'm going to try this first and then see if I need to make adjustments after. So once I took the motor out of the toothbrush, I realized that my wires were too short. So I grabbed a paper clip and stripped the edges and wound one wire around that. I also tested it against the battery and my motor works. I took a piece of the foam tape, attached it to the top of the bristles, and I'm going to attach my motor. Hopefully it's strong enough. There we go. And it stays still without toppling over, which is what I would want. Next, I am going to attach the battery. A quick minor adjustment. The paper clip and the other wire were not long enough to reach each end of my battery. So I found a couple of pieces of wire I had laying around the house, stripped the ends, tied them off, and hopefully this attempt will be successful. So it's technically working. You can hear the motor going, but I definitely see some problems. First of all, the bot's not moving. When I touch it, I can feel the vibration. I think if I kind of give it a push, battery. And that's one of the problems. Definitely lopsided. I get it going. I can feel the vibration. It'll skim across my table. I think the fact that the bristles are not flat is a problem, so I'm going to actually try to flatten them out and try again. So now that I've cut the bristles to make them a little bit more flat, it's definitely too top heavy. I've tried different variations, putting it on different locations to try to make it less top heavy or the center of gravity in a better position, but it's just not working. So the idea that I could purchase 2 toothbrushes in order to assemble this, I did not take into account the size of the motor that was hidden beneath the toothbrush or the size of the battery I would need to use. So I definitely think a smaller motor, smaller battery would work. Perhaps if I had a larger brush to compensate for these the large motor and the battery, that would work instead. And although this does vibrate, I also don't feel that it's strong enough to create the kind of bouncing and skittering that I would expect from the Bristle Bot. So now that I have my trial and my failures, I've made a Bristle Bot, it's just not successful. So I would take everything I've learned, go out and purchase new materials or new things to harvest my materials from, and I would make the adjustments that I observed, and hopefully the next one would be more successful. If you're watching this on how to build a BattleBot, please watch the whole video first so that you can take into consideration the adjustments that I plan to make and make those adjustments before you try to create yours. Good luck.